Is it possible to edit your videos faster without losing quality? Every time I had a conversation with a busy business owning creator, they have always mentioned that video editing is the most time consuming part of creating content. In fact, some of them hate creating content because editing takes forever. But after editing for more than 5 years, I have discovered some secrets, some from my clients and others from effing around with my own projects. And in this video I'm going to share with you how I managed to upload 3 long videos on YouTube every single week after completing all client works and everything else. And before you say anything, I know this will help you because it has helped someone like you, Neil. Before using this, Neil used to easily take 6+ hours to edit a video. Now he is hardly taking like 1 or 2 hours if he is experimenting too much. Let me share the secrets with you. The first one being getting the rough cut. Now, I cannot stress how much important this is and how much this has helped me. When we create content as a business owner, or in most cases, we create talking head content like this, where we switch on the camera and we speak in front of the camera. So there are a lot of mistakes, a lot of retakes, and a simple 10-minute video can be as big as a 1.5-hour recording where you have scratched your head, looked at your notes, read your script. And it doesn't matter if you have a teleprompter or if you're reading your notes from somewhere, it's all the same because you will have retakes, and chopping that up is a big challenge for a lot of people. So last year I got this gig where a long-term client wanted me to chop up their videos, which were like Charlie Morgan videos, and he is a guitarist. So he just sat in front of the camera and just started speaking, and he didn't have a script, so there was a lot of fumbling. As a result, there were a lot of retakes, more than normal. And sometimes they would speak something, like they would say something, and after a few retakes, just F it, I'm not going to say this. So you really have to look out for those. If you are doing that, that's one of the things that you are trying to account for. And searching for those parts is like trying to look for a needle in the haystack. So what I was doing was I was just going from the beginning of the video and I was tightly editing every single step, and that was wrong because it used to take me forever. So I tried to find a more efficient way, because just going from the beginning and doing that whole thing used to take forever. And I figured that if I just go in and I roughly chop up the whole video, like think about it, if you have to operate on a 1.5-hour video, that's huge. But if you have to operate on a 15-minute video, that's easier. So what I did is I just went in and just followed the first few words which spoke to me that this is a retake, and I could just chop out or just remove if it is, and I just looked for the last take. That's it. That tremendously helped me to edit my videos, and I could do that easily in 10 to 15 minutes. Let's say you're not willing to consider that you can do it as fast. Okay, so at max 20 to 30 minutes for you, still a lot quicker than before, and you'll only get better. So before, I used to easily pour more than 100 hours in my own content in my first channel, right? And everything changed when I asked myself this one question: how many views am I going to get from this? That made me realize that over editing or editing too much didn't mean that you will get the desired results. So in my videos, I did 2 things, and I advise Neil to do the same. When you are recording, record with this mentality that last take will be the one that I will be using. Okay, so if you have a good take, if you just get a good take, don't sweat it, just move on. Second thing is, if I had to say something to myself, for my editing self, or for an editor, if you will, use a different tone or use pauses to mark the gaps. What I would do if I were you, I would just keep quiet for 2-3 seconds, and then I would speak, then I would again keep quiet for 2-3 seconds. That will create a visual difference for me, and I would be able to spot that. Second is creating templates. So editing less doesn't mean that you have to make your videos look ugly, right? The way I look at it is we use editing for 3 things. 1, retention, to get a better retention. 2, for branding. And 3, to make things simpler for the viewer to understand, to make the viewer understand so that they don't have to put a lot of pressure in their mind. It's not just about flashy effects, it's also about consistency. You want your content to look in brand, right? And you can achieve that by editing less and by using the second secret, which I called templates. So these are repeatable assets. So if you have a text, let's say if you have a text style which is sliding in right here every time, you can keep that in every single video, and you don't have to like recreate it every time. You can have a mock project like this. I use Premiere Pro. You can use anything. DaVinci, I've created it on DaVinci as well. So if you have a mock project where you just copy paste everything that you are using and you are repeating, just make sure that you take the extra part and you paste it on your template file. This way is iterative and it doesn't put a lot of pressure immediately on you, right? So this will also shorten the amount of time it takes for you to edit your videos without making them look trashy. Now after this, you might say that finding relevant footages also take time, and how can I bypass that? You have a way to do that as well. So you know that there are some things that you preach, something that you repeat every single time. So you need to create something known as a B-roll pool, and everything that I am saying you to create, these are one-time investments, right? You just put in your time once and that will serve you forever. There is no need, in my opinion, to treat content like we are creating this for today, maybe we'll stop the next month or the next week or the next year. No, you won't. Everybody will create content. There will only be more creators. Why? Because your consumers are on YouTube, on Instagram, and you want to reach them. That's why most people are creating content in the first place, right? That's my very point. So don't treat it like a one-time job. Have a long-term plan by having B-roll pools. B-roll pools have helped Neil a lot. So he don't have to, whenever he shoots a video, he doesn't have to think that, okay, I need to shoot these all B-rolls. My God, it takes a lot of work, not just from editing, it takes a lot of work off your plate while shooting. So if you have a B-roll pool, you know that I have a clip of myself benching this much, or I have a video of myself benching in the wrong posture. Or if you are a career coach, you might say that I have a video of myself chalking out my calendar, or I have a video of myself turning on my stop timer on my phone and then working to display Pomodoro technique, whatever it can be. It can be anything. You can have a footage of you reading on your book, working on your laptop. It can be anything. And that's something that you can repeat every single time. So these are the most useful footages that you use. Shoot them, keep them in your folder. That's it. So you have a pool, and if you need anything outside that, it will not be many videos. For most cases, you have everything at your fingertips. For some exceptions, you can get stock B-rolls or you can find the footages, but in most cases, everything will be at your fingertips. So this fourth secret is something I ask everyone to do, and that's script it. Script your edit. If you are scripting a video, just mark stuff. Just make stuff bold when you are writing your script. I know a lot of you are using, AI to write your own scripts. And if you ask me, I'll say use Claude. It will give you better results. But when you have just mark the parts that you are going to, put a B-roll on. Let's say if you have any idea while writing the script, if you got like, oh, I can use this file, then mark it. Find the file in your folder. If you have it in your computer, just, make a folder, drop the file in there, just mark it. It will save you so much time. It will make your edit so much fast. And it will make it look professional as well with all the different stuff that you are doing already, right? Text is a very big point in YouTube videos. So you have text explanations, pointers sliding in, step 1, step 2, step 3. The text is to help your viewer. And if you just mark your text in your script, that will help you a lot. You can just copy and paste. And it's not like you need to have long paragraphs. Never put in long paragraphs that people will need an hour to read. It should be scannable. If you look at any video which explains how to write a Twitter post or how to write a LinkedIn post, they will say, make your whole post scannable, so that I can look at it without putting really, putting effort on my mind. I can just look at it and skim through it. If you have specific words, highlighted words, this and that, which will help your viewers connect the dots. You are already speaking the point out loud, you are already explaining the point. The text is to help them, not to spoon feed them, right? So just highlight your point with this text. Don't just try to slow yourself down. My point being, highlight those words in your script. Do these things and it will shorten your editing time by a lot. And the fifth thing that you should do is never look back when you are editing. Chances are that you have to rewatch. If you are editing a video, you have to rewatch. So break it down into just steps. First step, rough cut. So in the second iteration, go in, add your text, b-rolls, pictures, place them in proper places, and just roughly place them in proper places and move on. We need speed over here. And next step, you can add music, or if you don't want music, you can just skip that, because statistically speaking, in educational content, in content which business owners are making to educate their viewers, in those content, I have seen a very big chunk of people don't like music. Okay, but some people still use music, like I still use music, but it's up to you. And then you go into review mode and you watch the full video and look for details. Is everything looking okay? Do you have spelling errors? Is everything coming in at right places? You have to be like 70% perfect, and that's it. No matter what you do, you will have to review your video at the end. So let's take advantage of that and shorten our time in the beginning. And the point is, don't look back. If you have moved past something, don't go back and try to rewatch it right now. No, just move forward. You have dropped everything, let's move forward. That's why I said you don't have to watch the whole video when you're doing. And that's all. And when you have the budget, you can just go in and hire someone to do it for you. That's how my business works. That's how I get work. That's the point. But the bigger thing is, it should make sense for you. Now, if you want me to help you with this, you can just click the link down below, book a call with me, and we can have a conversation of how we can help you. But if you want to understand what are the ways in which you can add your own stories in your scripts so that you can share your life experiences, then I think you should watch this video next.